Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today I'm going to be doing my reaction and review for LEGO Ninjago Season 11, Episode 28 of Fragile Hope. So if you would like to see my reaction to the episode, then be sure to go down to the description below, where right at the top you'll see a link leading you over to Google Photos, where you'll be able to view my full reaction to the episode with my commentary over the episode and the full episode footage as well. And now, in this part of the video here on YouTube, we're going to get into the review, which will be spoiler filled, so I would recommend checking out the reaction beforehand. But without further ado, let's get into it here. So I've written some notes down as well, just so that I remember what I'm talking about here, so I don't miss out on anything. But basically, the episode starts off with Lloyd, and he's been captured now by the Ice Emperor, and he now knows that it's Zane, and I think that's really crazy that now we, finally the character knows. At least I know the other ninja don't yet, but that'll be a pretty big bombshell to drop on all of them. And we get to learn some really interesting things. For one, there was a really cool reference that Lloyd made to Zane being a pink ninja when he's trying to kind of remind Zane of who he is. And he's like, remember that time when we did your laundry and basically you turned into the pink ninja? And I thought that was just a really cool reference, and it's very cool how Lloyd was the one to kind of tell him that, because Lloyd was the one who did the laundry load for that to turn his suit pink. So I thought that was a really great reference. Then we got to hear and learn that Zane has actually apparently been there for decades, and that's just crazy. Lloyd says that basically time must move differently here, so I'm wondering if it's going to have any sort of effect on them at all, because they've been there for a decent amount of time. I don't feel like Zane's been there much longer than they have, so I'm curious how that kind of works. But I think it's pretty crazy that Zane's been there for literal decades. Like, that's insane. Good thing he's a Ninjroid and he can't age. And then we actually get to see, so Lloyd basically gets locked up because Vex is basically saying we should just get rid of him and just, basically destroy him. And Zane's like, no, just lock him up. So it seems like Zane still has a little bit of his, humanity left in there. So it seems like there could be some hope for him. But the cool thing is, Lloyd gets locked up and then he gets to meet the other prisoner, who previously I thought it might have been the other king that they basically took this, temple from, but it actually turns out to be Kataru, who is Akita's brother, the bear, basically, the Bear Changeling. And I thought that was really cool that we get to learn that he's basically still alive. Lloyd's like, hey, your sister thought you were dead, and then he's like, and then he basically thought that she was dead, so that was kind of cool. We get to learn the dragon's name, which is apparently Boreal, and that's who he was captured by, the dragon, of course, because that's who froze all of the changelings, and then I assume just kidnapped him. And then we get to learn that Lloyd and Kataru are being held there by corrupted ice, like shackles, and that's what's kind of keeping their powers, from being unable to use them. So that was interesting as well, that Zane can kind of, put special abilities into the actual ice, so I found that pretty interesting. I'm wondering if there's anything else where we'll explore that sort of being used. Then I like one of the jokes where Lloyd's basically just ninja never quit, and then it cuts to the ninja and Cole's just like, maybe we should just give up. And it's just I thought that was pretty funny. It was a small thing in the episode, but I thought it was pretty good. And then we get to see them trying to repair the land bounty, and Nia's basically like, you know what, just rip everything out, because that's just how you do it when you're an all-star mechanic. And then we get to see all of the wolves kind of come to try to attack them, and Crag's very useful in this situation, so he really helps out the ninja, and the ninja are able to get the land bounty back up and running, so now they're going to be able to hopefully go find Lloyd and assist him. And then at the end of the episode, a really big moment happens, because basically Kataru's like, there's gonna be no way out of here unless someone just happens to let us out, which I highly doubt. And then we get to see an ice samurai warrior come down and let them out. And now it isn't confirmed, at least at this moment, but I would assume this ice samurai is the old king. It kind of looked like him in the face print, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. And he says that he's switching sides and now he's gonna help them, so I thought that was really cool. And he asks oh, Zane, you said he was a good man previously, and Lloyd's like, yeah, if we just if we just get me to him and get that staff away from him, then that'll be what kind of saves him. Now, I think there's more behind it just than the Spinjitzu. Forbidden Spinjitzu scroll kind of controlling Zane. I think, yes, it has manipulated him. I mean, he's been holding it for decades, but I think what kind of started that was obviously Vex kind of manipulating him, so I think there could still be something behind that, but hopefully they'll be able to get the Forbidden Spinjitzu scroll away from him. I have a feeling maybe Klaus will get it, or not Klaus, Vex. I get Vex and Klaus so confused, but Vex, maybe he'll get his hands on it. Now, we initially did see him hold it and it didn't really do anything, but maybe now that he has this like new form that he's in as this ice samurai, maybe it'll have some sort of reaction. I'm not too sure, but yeah, it was overall a good episode. It moved the plot forward in a good way. Now we have the main ninja team, who are coming to save Lloyd and Zane. So I'll be curious to see how that kind of turns out. I'll be curious to see what happens with Kotaro. I hope that he gets a reunion with Akita. That would be really nice. But yeah. Overall, fantastic episode. I would honestly probably give it a 4.5 out of 5. I think it was really well done. Be sure to let me know all of your thoughts on the episode down below in the comment section. Only 2 more episodes of this season left, so I'm very excited to see the climax here. Hopefully it really lands, because I've really enjoyed this second half of the season, so hopefully it winds up being really good. If you did enjoy this reaction and review, be sure to leave a like down below and also subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate the support, so thank you so much. I will see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.